Hi, David. I hate to come on here laughing, but when I first read something and then I make a recording of it, it's funny crap. The Mormons, they can't think up enough circus acts. It's unbelievable. Alright, what this video is about is I discovered I did a video on an old lady in the Mormon church that was doing genealogy, and she found some, Elvis baptisms and some Anne Frank and many of the Jewish people that were in the Holocaust. Well, the Jewish people went berserk and ordered the Mormon church to stop doing that, and so the Mormon church tightened down its database. The only people who can get into the Mormon database are Mormons that have a code, and it opens up when you put your code in. If you're like me, you're not going to see a code in a million years. I know the secret handshake and the sign of the nail, the sure sign of the nail, but a damn password I don't have. Alright, well, they excommunicated the old gal, which was cruel and unusual, funny. Well, not for the Mormons. But anyway, she went over to a couple of her Relief Society friends and said, hell, my code's gone. Can I use yours? And a couple of them go, yeah, I don't like the church anywhere. Here, take my code. So the old girl has continued. I have to admire her spunk. I really do. When you come up against the Mormon church and you don't have a penis, you're in a very weak position. Alright, I'm going to pull this up. You know I can't read, so I have to pull it up, and let's see if it's still there. Yeah, here we go. I hope this is it. Yes, it is. Now let me give you okay, this is the Huffington Post Religion, August 16th, 2012. And it says, Mormon proxy baptism may have been performed on Paul Ryan relatives. Jeez. When Paul Ryan reads this, he's going to sit down with Mitt and say, you know what? I don't like your religion. I don't like you. Unbaptize my parents and heritage people, my grandparents. So here's the story. You got a Mormon and a Catholic. I know the Catholics have contributed all kinds of atrocities over the centuries. My kids are always interrupting me. Okay. But here's one that you have a president who's a Mormon, and his church has baptized the prospective vice presidents, parents, grandparents, whatever here. Okay, now let me just give you a highlight of this. You know, if your people are interested, go read it. Go look it up on the internet. That ain't my job. Helen Radley, R-A-D-K-E-Y, told the Huffington Post that despite recent security measures, she found the names of Ryan's father, grandfather, and great-grandfather in a genealogical database open only to Mormons. Radley, whose research is independent, said a search for first names and cross-referencing of dates and birthplaces with information available online revealed entries for Paul Murray Ryan, the Wisconsin congressman's father, Stanley Martin Ryan, his paternal grandfather, and Patrick William Ryan, the paternal great-grandfather who founded the construction company. Now, when they sit down to have a half a cup of coffee, because the Mormon guy, Mitt, he ain't going to drink coffee, and the Catholic guy is going to go, what the hell, Mitt? And Mitt's going to go, well, I did a few baptisms for the dead, but I didn't do your parents. Ryan's going to slap the shit out of him and go, unbaptize my parents. They're Catholics. All right. There's a category in the genealogical library here that says, wait a second. Why are Ryan's name's deceased family in the Mormon database of posthumous rites? This is a Catholic family with roots in Ireland on his dad's side, Radley said. Okay, there's something in here. I just wanted to close with this here. Radley is an excommunicated, this is the lady, the old lady, Mormon, who is not authorized to look up names on the Mormon-only website. See, everything is secret in the Mormon. It has to be, because if you knew the truth, you'd laugh your ass off. They've got to keep this shit secret. Sacred if you're a Mormon. She said that she did not click on the Ryan's names to learn details of the rituals and whether they had actually been performed. And she said, I'm not going to open them and running the risk of losing my login. So her friend said, don't click on it or our code's going to go into outer darkness. Anyway, I believe Radke here. She's a pretty reliable person from what I've seen. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Here's some of the people who the Mormon Church has baptized and made Mormons. How do you make a Mormon? When you can't convert them, you just baptize their ass when they're dead. Now the Mormon Church has 14.5 million Mormons. Now that's not really true. They don't count the baptisms for the dead. But I'm just being quasi-funny there. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Let's see who they baptized. God, I put it right on here. Oh, here it is. Mahatma Gandhi, Anne Frank, and now they're lining up for the still living Nobel Peace Prize winner Eli Wiesel, or Weisel. It might be Weasel. I think it's Jewish. W-I-E-S-E-L. When Weisel learned his name was entered as ready for posthumous baptism, the famed Holocaust survivor told the Huffington Post that Romney should speak to his own church and say they should stop performing such rituals on Jews. Well, anyway, it goes on. It's a page and a half, 2 pages. They say Romney doesn't talk about it. Well, okay, that's okay too. You all know that. So anyway, I'm going to close again. Go back to the oh God, here it is. The Huffington Post, August 16th, 2012. Religion, the internet newspaper, news, blogs, video, community, and read for yourself how the vice president nominee may resign from the ticket. He may look at Romney and go, what the hell, your church is weirder than our church. So here, let me get back to, oh, there I am. God, I'm not any more handsome than I was. So anyway, the end. Thanks.